Cancer, how are you? So you all had a significant amount of votes. I'm just getting the cards laid out while I'm talking to you all. We're going to get into your love reading here. Cancer, with you and your person, okay? I'm not sure if that's you or not. Hold on, let me see who your person is. Okay, person. Oh, yeah. A lot of you could be, this could be a fire sign or a Virgo. So we're going to get into this and see what your current situation is, Cancer. Okay. And we're going to see what you're desiring here in your current situation or love connection. Okay. And then we're going to see what is blocking that. What is the conflict here? What's preventing you from getting what it is you're desiring here, Cancer? Okay. All right. I'm just clarifying that. Okay. All right. And then let's see what the result is here of your situation with this person. Okay. And then let's see what the outcome is with you two at this point. Person in this lifetime. All right. So let me clarify really quickly. I've started to do this off screen, but I just figured I'd take y'all along the ride with me right now. Situation, I'm just clarifying with this feelings deck here, and then let's see what you are desiring here. All right, that makes sense, Cancer. All right, let's get into it. If this resonates, then you can continue watching over on the extended. The link is in the description, top of the comments. Cancer, your person is showing up like the lizard. All right, so that's why I said could be a fire sign, could be a Virgo. All right. Your person right now seems withdrawn. Okay, and it's because they need a minute. They need a moment. Cancer is what I'm getting. Lizard usually shows up when someone feels drained. Okay. Your person is more than likely on some level, they're like an empath. Okay. Extremely empathic. And so they can, what just came to mind? What I was just listening to yesterday was, what is it? It's with the body. Hold on. It'll come to me. Hold on, Cancer. Oh, I want to mention because it feels like this applies to human design. Okay, so your person, some of you could be into human design, and that's why I'm picking up on it. But they could be I think it's a reflector. All right. But and also a manifester. So anyway, these people, they tend to absorb a lot of what is going on in their environment. All right. But the lizard explains that. And so I think that they just need a minute, Cancer. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Your person just needs a minute. They need to recover. They need to be in their own environment, in their own space. And likely this is to themselves. Okay. So usually lizards too, they need a break from like the world. Okay, so your person could be very outgoing, or you know, maybe you two have been doing a lot together is something I'm picking up on too. You two have been doing a lot together, and so they just need a moment to like recover. Okay, so the situation that I'm getting with you two is the Two of Cups. So that is your energy, Cancer. It's Venus in your sign, and you have shadow side. You made me realize my flaws. Okay. So I feel like you and this person, to some degree, you all are a couple. Okay. You two could be married. All right. But it feels like you two are committed. Okay. Or for the most part, I'm also getting that you both want this commitment. Okay. You all feel committed to one another. Okay. Also, the Two of Cups does speak of, you know, the healing of like the masculine and feminine energy. Okay. And that it's interesting with shadow side. So there is a level of healing going on here between you two. A lot of shadow work. So both of you could be, you know, triggering this sort of shadow work within, you know, each other. Okay. And, so, you know, right now it may feel like not the best, but actually what I'm getting is this work is important. Okay. So, you know, you all are, I think, experiencing the shadowy side of your relationship as well. That's what I'm getting to. But in the darkness, what's going on, especially with your person, right, being sort of like a recluse and very withdrawn, what I'm hearing is there's enlightenment happening, okay, in the connection. You both are coming to some, you know, like different understandings about yourself and one another, and that feels positive, okay. Yeah, like what about me is causing this phase that we're going through right now? And I feel like both of you are in that place, like thinking about it. So I think, Cancer, what you're desiring is the world. With Chaser, I don't want to chase anymore. Okay, so that is very clear. Like the world is about a completion of a cycle, and I feel like you're ready to move on from the space that you all are in. Okay, in a way where the world is about taking the lesson and moving forward, taking the lesson and applying it. And I feel like you want to apply what you've learned right now in, you know, the situation with your person, and, you know, let's move on from this chapter. Let's take what we've learned and use it so that we don't end up in this place again with each other. Okay. I feel like you also want, the world can represent knowledge and understanding. So, you know, with it being here, you want, you know, the both of you to come to a full understanding of what happened, you know, where each of you stand, and then again, let's move on, let's move forward. Okay. I just think you're ready to move out of this space. You're just done with it. Okay. And I'm hearing that as a whole. Okay. Like, I just think you're ready to move on from experiencing what you're experiencing right now, because it's almost too, like with Chaser, you're done chasing. You're I know that's self-explanatory, but it's like you're kind of over like going after and chasing for what you want. You just want what you want and you're ready for it. Okay. Okay, hold on. And I think you're ready for the next chapter. I just see like you're over it. You're just ready for the next chapter. But I feel it's with them. I don't think you want to move on from this connection. I think you're just like, let's just figure this out and move forward. Okay. Oh, I'm also hearing answers, which does go along with information. I feel like you are wanting clarity, you're wanting answers, but you're not wanting to have to run after this person for the answers. And it's right now because of their energy. And again, too, with them coming up with this reptilian energy as well, I'm hearing they seem a bit cold. Okay, they seem a bit cold, but I do feel like they're going through, you know how when reptiles, shed, I feel like they're going through a shedding right now. And they could be very sensitive. That's, and I just like imagine your person like, don't look at me, 1111 as I'm saying that. Don't look at me right now, Cancer, So they're going through something and you feel it, you feel it. So, but you're like, I'm not going to chase after you for the answers. Okay. So what's interesting is what the block is. Okay. What's causing the conflict here, what's preventing you from getting what it is you want is the Knight of Wands with jealousy. Okay. Jealousy, I want to read it, is the desire for what others have. Okay, reflecting anxiety about unachieved goals within yourself. When jealousy arises, reflect on the lessons it brings. It reminds you to focus on your own growth rather than comparing yourself to others. I kind of feel like that's your person. I don't feel like this is you. Because they're showing up with all this fire. Like I saw the gazelle for them and it's interesting. You don't want to chase, right? You're like, I don't want to chase anything. I don't, I just get this energy with you, Cancer, where you're like in this sort of place of peace. It feels actually very peaceful. And the conflict is, the gag is, no, I had to do that, is your person, I don't feel them at peace. This person's not at peace right now. And that's what's causing the conflict. Okay. You all are at different frequencies. And so, what's going on is the shadowy aspect that I'm getting for your person is they're not satisfied, I feel, where they are in life right now. Okay. They're not. It's like I see them maybe even, I don't know. This is just coming in, like possibly like looking at people online and comparing themselves. And, comparison is what? The thief of joy. Okay. So, and that's, what the Sag is, the explorer, right? So it's like I'm getting the explorer page. What's that on? Is that on Instagram? Or I'm getting your person like they're looking at social media and they are just, I'm just getting they're not happy where they're at. And so this is what is causing. And maybe Cancer, like I said, I get a very peaceful energy with you and you could be very content, in a way where it's not like what I'm getting with you, Cancer. Because I feel like Cancer likes the good life. Cancer is, Cancer likes to be comfortable. And it doesn't have to be the best, but it does have to be, it does have to feel like home, I guess. It has to feel good. That's what it is. All right. And so for some reason, I don't think it's you're doing, Cancer. It has to do with them. That's what I'm getting. Like, they feel triggered. Like, if this is a masculine person, and I do get that with your person, I get that a very masculine energy. Like, this person, for example, they could be like, I want to provide something different. You know, they also want something different. Your person is like maybe wanting adventure. Maybe they're seeing people explore, right? They're online, they're seeing people live these different lives. And your person's like, oh my God, I want to live that life and I want to do that and this, that, and the third. When meanwhile, back at the ranch, Cancer, you're like, I, I, I'm not trying to go out there and chase anything. I'm good. I'm like, I'm home. Let's make a meal. Let's chill out. Okay. Like, you could even be like, I've been there, done that, right? With the world. Maybe you could be, Cancer, you could be very well traveled already. You may have done certain things that this person has not done. Okay. And they could be jealous of that too. This person could be jealous of you. That could also be something that I'm picking up on. And so that is causing, you know, the conflict with you two. I could go on and on. So yeah, it's just that they feel, it's almost like they're internalizing it. Like, that is a flaw of theirs, is that they have reached this space and they're like, what have I done with, you know, myself? What am I doing? Your person could be going through some sort of midlife crisis. Okay. So now we have, and this is what we're going to continue getting into on the extended, amongst other things. Okay. Advice, more about your person, their intentions, all that stuff. Okay. But we're going to get into the result of this connection being a result of this situation right here. Temperance. That's good. I feel like that's good. And then the ultimate outcome I'm getting with you two at this point is the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so that's interesting. So if this reading resonates and you want to continue watching, all right, if you feel like this message is for you, then I'll see you over on the other side. Okay, just click the link below and we'll continue there. Cancer, if this is where we part ways, love you all. I wish you the best with everything and I'll see you next time. Peace.